Shout out to my people. Shout out to my people sending love, positivity, and good vibes to my people, man. I hope you guys are doing good today. I'm doing great. Today we got a clip of Charleston White speaking on Shedeur Sanders, NBA Youngboy, and Bronny James. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get it.
What you think about Shedeur, man? They held him. He was a first-round draft pick, man. They held him to the fifth.
He wasn't no
Man, come on, for real,
he
bro.
ain't won.
Be for real, bro. Be for real, man. That nigga
Johnny Manziel or Reggie Bush, everybody else before him come along and won something.
Come on,
Shedeur ain't won nothing. He just riding along with his daddy. His daddy put him in the best position to win.
Come on,
he not winning. His daddy winning.
Come on, let's be for real, man.
I watched the boy when he played little league football for prime elect team. Now they had the super team, but when they start going on the road playing against Snoop Dogg and them team, they start getting their ass kicked. Now I'm not gonna say the boy ain't a good quarterback, but he ain't no Tom Brady. He ain't no Danny White, no John Marino.
That's who he trained
with
though.
He ain't none of that. The boy at best is a second string, third string quarterback, but he is not a starter. And then you don't want this prima donna coming to your team.
I kind of see what he's saying, but even Tom Brady, I think he was drafted 6th round. So you have to be able to give these guys time in order to grow into the player that they want to be. And just because the Sanders are known to be cocky, I view it as confidence. You know, you want a confident quarterback. You don't want to invest all your money into somebody that, you know, isn't confident in their abilities. And I think Shedeur is just confident in who he is. And he's young, he's athletic, and he still has time to grow into the player that he needs to be. Him going to Cleveland, hopefully, you know, maybe he could go someplace else. But, you know, it all depends on the system that he's in. He got lucky and got into a great system. So that is half the battle. I don't care how good you are as a quarterback. You need wide receivers. You need a line. You know, it's a whole team unit.
As a white NFL owner of a team that would like to win, you don't want this prima donna. You want one of them fast running quarterbacks like Michael Vick that's poor. You want a poor quarterback. You don't want a rich quarterback driving a Rolls Royce already with big jewelry on his neck, living in big houses, buying his daddy houses. This don't want no Super Bowl. He just want to say down, said hut.
Man, he gonna bring in the Super Bowl.
But if you go get a Poe nigga, boy, Poe go do everything that white coach said do. That coach tell him, come here, boy, let me talk to you. I told you to run this play. That Poe quarterback is go bow down and listen to that white coach and do everything that white coach said. Here you got a with money already. He got an arrogant daddy. He already arrogant. They're a superstar family.
I can't let you
he
go like
ain't
that,
gonna
huh?
listen to now coach but his daddy. When I give him a playbook, he go home and him and his daddy go write new plays. I don't want this on my team. This is a prima donna, and he already come. His daddy go have something to say if we ain't doing right. So we don't want him. That's why they passed on him. This is the white man's team, and they don't want. This is what the white boy knows. Now I know y'all don't like what I'm about to say.
Wow, hello.
Most of these NFL owners is well into their 70s, 80s, and 90s. They've been drafting longer than you've been alive. And one thing about a rich NFL owner, he specializes in. He know everything about an athletic. He know what he like in middle school. They know everything. They done called everybody and got the report sheet on this. Cause they finna get this a lot of money and they finna bring this into the plantation, the family's business. The Jones family, whatever name of the family, so they gonna get to meet the daughter, especially if you're a face of the organization type. So we gonna bring this in here. This already got a Rolls Royce getting parking tickets at the college university that he won't pay. He's entitled. He's not gonna be able to take correction outside of his father. And his daddy wanna be an NFL coach. We don't want them problems. We'll pass on it. That's what they did. This is our money. This is our family money. we've been studying this long as y'all been alive. Y'all think y'all know, but we know because we invest a lot of money into these. We invest millions of dollars into these, and we have a program and we have a formula. And our formula say quarterbacks like him don't win Super Bowls. And you can go back through history. Jalen Hurts, a new. Look how high yellow he is. Good hair. Different kind of nigga. Dark skinned nigga with a daddy. He can't follow white man's instructions. We need a mama's boy to come out the single parent home. When we tell him step back 3 times and throw that mother, we don't need him to cuff the ball and run that way because he run fast, because he can score a touchdown. We need that to stay in the pocket.
Go on.
And
hey,
one thing we definitely gonna run. We like pocket.
Shedeur is gonna bring the Browns a Super Bowl. Bro.
Well, I'm saying he ain't. You ain't for. You gonna get past Jalen Hurts and Mahomes? Man, this ain't won nothing in college. Best, he was average. Best, he was average. You talking about against Mahomes and Jalen Hurts? I think Ben Roethlisberger still playing, ain't he? You think this shooter boy finna come in here and show out in the NFL? They all thought that. They thought Johnny Manziel was gonna come to the. Me and Johnny ain't do. He another Johnny Manziel. The boy ain't hungry. He ain't. Nigga, he can't run head up with no coming out the projects. This nigga been fed all his life. He ain't had no struggle. Everything been good all his life. You think he finna beat out Lamar Jackson? Coming out the ghetto, struggling, poor, done had to fight? No. Man, this boy.
You know, it's kind of different, you know, because they all got NIL money. So all these athletes is millionaires coming up now.
Not like them Sanders boys. Them Sanders boys got some more kind of money, especially that shooters boy. Now, Shallow, he get overlooked. He ain't that good. Yeah, Shallow at best need to be a track coach at the middle school.
Now, he got drafted, though.
He ain't gonna do in the NFL. He too small. Man, they got them Chad Ochocinco kind of wide receivers that'll run past that boy, bump him and get him home and run on past it. Yeah, man, that boy too small. That little speed he got don't mean nothing to them boy body size. And he can't, man, he might get him an interception or 2. And if they put him on the kickoff return team, he might score him 2 touchdowns throughout the season. But he will not be a standout NFL athlete. Him know his brother. Now their daddy was a bad, and most who had bad daddies can't live up to who their daddy used to be. They just walk in the shadow. Look at Bronny.
No. Bronny was scoring like 30 in the G League.
Yeah, in the G League ain't. Niggas throwing 30 in the G League like me and you going down to the local park and putting it on some disabled. Yeah, Bronny ain't. G League ain't. Get to that NFL and score 30. Like your daddy. Yeah, your daddy's LeBron James. You got some big shit to feel. If I were him, I would quit now and just be a gamer like T Grizzly. Say LeBron.
Bronny. Come on, Bronny hard though.
Let's come. You make way more money.
Hard,
you get way more, and it's less pressure. Having to live up to your daddy and your daddy walking your daddy over there with the Lakers too. Bronny, quit now, man, before you be depressed.
Nah, Bronny like that, man.
Then he gonna be drinking and he gonna be a drunk by the time he's 30 trying to walk in his daddy's shoes. Now, Bryce might come along.
Better chill talking about Bronny.
I like Bronny.
LeBron gonna
press
you.
I ain't gonna lie, LeBron been pressing lately. He been pressing lately, for real. Like, LeBron been going up to niggas during the game.
Okay, let me ask you a question. What you would do if LeBron walked up to you like
LeBron,
he did
mind you, Bron is 7 foot.
Yeah, I done already thought it out. I would try to make LeBron hit me. Your boy ain't gonna be nigga. If you wouldn't have went and got D Wade and Chris Bosh, you wouldn't have been. If Kobe would have kept playing, you wouldn't be. Yeah, no. So I would try to get LeBron to hit me so I can sue his. They'll set out of court. But LeBron and him and they gonna set out of court. So now I would try. So that's my game with the celebrity. If they got some money, hit me. I bet you won't hit me. And when they hit me, yeah. Yeah, I'm going for tort damage. It's called tort and punitive damages. That's why you get 3 times paid whatever the doctor bill is. That's where the punitive money come in at. Ooh, boy, nobody in my family would ever have to work again if LeBron put them big ass hands on me. Nigga got hands like a giant man. Please, nigga, I'm gonna sue like a. You see what Vlad TV did to Rick Ross, and Vlad been on top ever since.
I remember that.
They kicked it. They beat the shit out of Vlad.
I remember that.
Man, beat him. Yeah, now he hate. And now he taking all the stories and using them against us because of what Rick Ross and Gunplay. They beat his. They trapped him in a room and had him scared, terrified, and they inflicted excruciating pain on him by punching him in his head and beating on him. Bro, yeah.
You heard of Lil Jeff?
Who?
Lil Jeff.
Who is that?
From Chicago.
Yeah, I ain't never heard of him.
Bloodhound Q50.
Yeah, I ain't never
They
heard
like the new up and coming rappers from Chicago.
Yeah, King Von left such big for them to feel. We'll never know who them is. They just rapping trouble. Yeah, they ain't got no music that'll make it to the airways. They just some troublesome young kids that got some beats that make people tune in from the local areas. But now, King Von and Lil Durk was the reigning kings of Chicago, and since the fall of them, it's over with for Chicago.
Youngboy just got up. You fuck with Youngboy, don't you?
Yeah, I fuck with Youngboy. But Youngboy done been shell shocked. You gotta think, they had Youngboy on house arrest, fighting a felony case for 2-3 years in Utah, where this can't go nowhere. So for a long time, he was in the house smoking K2, getting high off the Tunchi. So he confessed. His homeboy had to walk him. So he done already fried his brain, like the in prison smoking the K2. Then the K2 done fried him so bad, he come up with a clever decision, say, I'm finna start calling the pharmacy, playing like the doctor my self. What? So this nigga started calling in prescriptions to the doctor's office, giving doctors codes and doctor's name with a doctor's voice like he was a doctor. Now they really getting high. Then they snatch it up. You ain't finna do this. We've been watching you. We got you on house arrest. You think you can control the whole youth population in America? We got to keep tabs on you. So they put him in jail. It looked like he was gonna be gone 2 years. And now they say, hey, NBA Youngboy coming home, y'all. We ain't got no paperwork that he done told on somebody for him to get out this early. We know he ain't the sharpest to go to prison and take the classes you supposed to take to get out of prison. They said, say, NBA Youngboy, we need you to do assessment, because every who go to jail, whether it's prison, jail, county, have to do an assessment with the white folks. White folks say, we want to assess you. During the assessment, they want to know, hey, was your mama on drugs? Was your dad on drugs? Did your grandmama do drugs? So they get your whole life history. Well, we recommend this class for you. We recommend that class for you. Well, NBA Youngboy, they said, say, we think you got some mental problems. We gonna put you on some psychotropic drugs. So we gonna start prescribing you drugs. And once we prescribe you these drugs, in order for you to get out, you gotta keep taking these drugs. Because part of his court order, if y'all saw what it is, he have to keep taking his medication. What his medication they giving, keep a docile. So you'll never see him angry again. He gonna be docile. Remember Cat Williams talked about in stand-up, the kids slow. He gonna be docile. So once you take this medicine, they have what they call a time relapse. So every time you want to get mad and jump up, that medicine you be taking release a chemical to make you sit down and chill and just be cool. Yeah, man, I'm just chilling. So he being controlled now. We ain't finna see that same young boy that y'all seen to make these hits. He on medication now. Not only is he on medication now, they done fried this little boy brain with a 2-3 year house arrest where he can't go nowhere. Why you think he started playing prescription doctor? Can't do nothing. Psychologically, mentally, nigga, emotionally, he started coming online. Come on, homie, we seen him breaking down. So now they finally put him in that nut house. He just come out of isolation from having a fight.
Yeah.
But they know he on that medication. And they go make sure as long as he got the court system over him that's ruling him, it's part of your requirement to keep the black man docile, subservient, where he could never be a soldier and stand up straight and talk back to the white man how he used to be. He go mine now. They done broke him. He might come and talk a little shit, but that same angry little boy that had that rah, 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 they put that to sleep. Just watch him. And he gotta take the medicine, homie. I read the court order. Yeah, and he gotta take the medicine, homie. So yeah. This ain't our NBA young boy, this they NBA young boy, homie. Anytime they give a black man medication, homie. Yeah. Anytime they got to get a homie, you man, black man, don't let him smoke some weed. Because the medicine you give him got all these different side effects. Weed ain't got no side effect. Let him smoke that weed to calm down. But don't put the baby, yeah, nah, man. So nah, this ain't our kin, theirs. And they done broke him, homie. That 2-3 years of house arrest in Utah. Can you imagine being in Utah and you can't go no more? You in here with your baby mama and your kids, you can't get no new. You and her squabbling, y'all fighting, you can't leave. Man, break. That's what made them cement this. I'm finna start popping pills online. Break, homie. And they know it's gonna break you. That's why when you get in trouble, they put you on all these stipulations and conditions. You can't smoke weed, you can't do this. They want you to deal with all this with a sober mind, with your young mind and your trauma, and you want me to walk through this and I can't do nothing to make me feel. They already know this. That's why they take it from you. Can you imagine if this the only way black people will fight white people back? If they took the drugs from black people and say you can't get high no more. Tear up white folk.
You think so?
You take drugs away from where you can't get high and drink beer and pop pill, they'll fight white people then. But long as they can get high, they will never buck the system of oppression. Because getting high feel too good. You can smoke that joint.
Take it to a whole nother
nigga,
level.
A police shooting. Nigga. Who they Floyd? Pad that blunt. Nigga, we all high. We all walking around high feeling good. So it make whatever oppression we think we dealing with in America, it make it all right.
Now that's the truth. That's
it make
facts.
it all right.
That's facts.
Yeah, all the slave masters got to do it unless you get high. That's why they let them get high in jail. Why you think us in the free world can get on our phone and get on TikTok and see all these from across the country and all these different prisons high on K2 and they in the day room like the guards can't see them. As if the guards ain't watching it. Because it controls the prison. It keeps these docile, subservient, they'll never stand up, and it make the shift easy. All them high. Yeah, all them high. And when they get through being high, they'll later and go to sleep.
Hold on.
Most get high wanna
Yeah, hold
on. Nigga, most so white these in prison getting high. They smoking K2, they smoking weed. Most get high wanna. So here it is, we looking on TikTok, seeing these walking through the cells and these. Man, come on, we watching this. So after they wake up and say, boy, I'm high in the motherfucker, and it's time to go to bed, they still tingling. Man, the nigga want yeah, nigga shit. That's just the nap because it done heighten all your senses. Everything, yeah, nah, man. So long as they keep giving us drugs, that's why America buys up 90% of the world's drugs, homie. That's why Mexico and all them other countries say, yeah, we hear what y'all saying, but y'all, we couldn't sell drugs without America. They buy up 90% of the world's drugs. From cocaine to meth to fentanyl to heroin. This country buys 90% of the world's drugs.
So do y'all know what happened with Gunplay, Rick Ross, and DJ Vlad? This is the first time I heard it. I gotta do my research. But with Bronny, Shedeur Sanders, Shiloh, I feel like you gotta give these guys time to, grow into the players that they need to be. Look at LeVar Ball and his sons. Straight off the gate, we didn't think that they would be as good as they are. And through time, they proved everybody wrong. So I think that it just takes time for, them to become the players that they need to be. And it's definitely sad, the situation with NBA Youngboy. Hopefully NBA Youngboy can, change his mindset and just grow. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one. We out.